Alrighty guys, so this is Demigod. I did change my name to NG Web. It was all of a sudden. Um, well, anyways, let's get started with the tutorial. Of course, you don't need to have the entity set up for game, but if you want to test it, I would recommend you to have the entities ready for endgame testing. That means just organizing the files and folders so you can render it in game. And if you don't know how to do that, just check out my part 1 entity setup tutorial. I go pretty much in depth for 40 minutes. For 40 minutes. I was just explaining how to set that up for you guys. Um, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be using the hexagoat as my main entity for these videos. Just because I like the way it turned out, and a lot of people were complimenting with the model. It was actually not my best work, but anyways, now you just have to open up Blockbench or any software that supports pixel texturing. Okay, so first things first is the UV. Guys, this is very important. The UV is something that the Blockbench software actually provides, um, and it helps Minecraft use this layout for better positioning of textures, of several textures. And I would recommend you to master this. That way your modeling and texturing comes out the way you want it to be. Okay. So another thing I like to go over is texture optimization. Please optimize your textures, guys. It is very important for your for device storage. You don't want people downloading a 1 GB add-on when you can easily make it into a 500 megabit add-on by just optimizing the textures, maybe even less. Plus, it makes your texture more organized and neat. And the thing that I mean about texture optimization is like whenever you guys model something, if you're just gonna duplicate the limbs, this, let's just say you want to duplicate this whole arm or leg to the other side, right? So you just have to go to the leg, that leg, and just duplicates and boom. So basically what this does is it basically replicates the entire texture of this side to this side. So it's like a mirror, I guess you could say. So if you go over here and I do this, you see how it replicates over here? So boom, boom, boom. It just mirrors it. Okay. So that's what I mean by texture optimization. This takes a big part in this because let's say I decide to remove this, right? And I decide to completely remove that, the texture. So all you have to do is you're gonna duplicate this entire thing, do that. You're gonna duplicate that. So now I have both limbs on, I mean all limbs on all sides, right? Or both sides. I was like, oh, okay, great. But now I want to texture it. Let's see the resolution for this. Oh, it's still the same actually. But as you can see the huge difference from without it being optimized and with it being optimized. So let's just redo all of that. Okay, you see the difference? It's a lot smaller and less memory to have the whole thing. Um, but yeah, okay. So let's go over the tools. The paintbrush. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, guys. It's just like any other pixelating brush. You use it to go everywhere. The paint bucket. You can. This one's actually pretty useful. You can use it for the face, the entire cube. Connect the colors and colors. So the cube. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It colors the entire cube, right? The face only does one side. It doesn't do the whole thing, right? The face color connectors. Pretty sure you can do this like that, right? The colors, I haven't really messed with that one, so I couldn't tell you exactly what that does. Anyways, the eraser, guys, come on now, come on now. Just erases the texture, okay? Okay, so now let's fix that. I don't know why that did that. Okay, so now you're just gonna the color picker, guys. Come on now. This one's pretty straightforward. You just select it, and the color changes over here. So you're able to select it. You can change the color, blah blah. If you want to use that color textured or color texture, like let's say I want to use this texture over here, so I just select it, and then I can use the paintbrush to go over here. See? The draw shape. So guys, this is pretty straightforward. You can make shapes, make it hollow ones, clips, circles. Let's see, pretty straightforward. The copy paste tool, I'm pretty sure this one copies the entire face of it to another face. If it's the same, I'm not exactly sure. I haven't really used it. Mirror painting, this one's good for like one cube only. It's not like the optimization thing I was telling you about. It's a little different. So you go over here, it mirrors the entire textures to the other side, but just of this one cube. Okay. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. Okay, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to select a color for the entire model. I'm going to use the bucket texture to texture the entire cubes. That way we have a base texture. As you can see, I'm going to be changing up the tone a bit. That way it matches well and it blends well with the entire model. As you know, regular animals have their bottom legs really dirty from all the dirt and mud that they step on. And of course, anything that gets stuck on their fur. I'm just going to do the basic textures and then we'll go from there. Guys, I'm not an expert, okay? I'm not an expert at texturing at all. I'm still an amateur at this. I'm pretty sure some of you can probably do better than I can. I'm just showing you, people are just starting off like I did not too long ago when it comes to texturing. That way you guys have an idea of what you can do for Minecraft models. Of course, I'm going to stick to the vanilla texturing style. I'm not going to do any high res texturing. That's for pros, I guess. But yeah, so I'm going to speed up the video. That way you guys don't see me do this entire process. Okay. Hey guys, it's me again. Just a quick little note that I wanted to add in the video. If you see me using the Paint.net, I'm actually using it to help me out with the texture. Just because Paint.net's like a really good software for copy and pasting textures. If you guys want me to explain and go more in depth with Paint.net, I can definitely do that for you guys in a separate video. But just for the sake of this video, I'm just cutting through it, and you guys can see me use Paint.net to select certain textures and copy and pasting them. There's like a whole cool setup Paint.net, especially for texturing. But yeah, anyways, back to the video. Alrighty guys, so I just cut to the chase for the texturing. I didn't want to make the video too long, so I just went, oops, I just went off the recording and just textured the model. As you guys can see, the only thing that I really mainly did change was I added another plane for this. That way I can add the goatee. I just finished texturing the entire back. Of course, the horn. I might change in the future. I don't know. I honestly don't know how I feel about it. And the ear, I did change the positioning of the ear just because I noticed that the goats have their ear downward, not mainly up. And I textured the eyeball. I might add a different grouping for the eyes. That way we can have the eyeballs move. But I think that'd be for a separate video with the animations. That way we can set that up for you guys, and so you can learn how to do that. Okay. Other than that, I think I liked how this turned out. Um, of course, guys, try not to use a lot of blending for the texturing, just because it doesn't really go with vanilla Minecraft. As you can see, I just did like the little lines and stuff like that, slowly fading off. I would recommend you to use this kind of style for vanilla models. If you're going to make like really complex models, I mean, do what you want. This is just a recommendation for people that are basically just starting, correct? So yeah, hey guys, I hope this video helped you guys a little bit in understanding how texturing goes with vanilla models. So feel free to leave any questions down below in the comments. And please join the Discord that I will link down below as well. That's where I'm mainly active on if you have any questions in regarding texturing or modeling.